Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Pearson, your elementary ELL teacher. Today we're going to focus on the spelling and phonics, pictures and words for first grade journeys, lesson 15. And this lesson is practice B, and we're going to focus on words 13 to 24. And our anchor text is Animal Groups, written by James Bruchak. So for this lesson, you will need a pencil and a piece of paper, and you're going to write your numbers 13 to 24 because I have another lesson where we focused on words 1 to 12. So this is a continuation of the spelling practice, and we're going to focus on words 13, 14, 15, 16, all the way to 24. So if you need to, push pause, get your pencil and your paper, and write numbers 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, all the way to 24. Write your numbers 13 to 24 because you are going to write all those spelling words. And at the end of the lesson, you're going to challenge yourself to get your crayons or just your pencil to rainbow write or just write your words 3 more times for extra practice. The teacher might have given you these worksheets. They also have numbers 13 to 24 and the spelling words written on them. And if you have this, you can get your crayons. You'll need your 3 crayons to rainbow write and match the words below. So let's go over our learning target. I can correctly read and spell first grade words with long vowel I, consonant, silent E, and words with the KN, WR, and MB digraphs. So, success criteria. How will you know you're successful at correctly reading and spelling first grade words with long vowel I and words with the KN, WR, and MB digraphs? Well, here are our steps to success. I will, number 1, read and say each word. Number 2, spell and write each word. Number 3, do my best. And number 4, write each word 3 more times. Again, words with long vowel I, consonant, vowel, consonant with a silent E. Ein, shine. Ike, bike. And WR as in wren, wren. A wren is a bird. KN as in knit. The K is silent. And MB as in lamb. The B is also silent. All right, we're also going to practice these spelling words. Some of them will be in sentences, and you're just going to say the sentences and the verb tenses. So the spelling word will have the S, ES, ED, and ING endings. So we've got past tense, which is yesterday. The action is done in the past. Sam played blocks. So if the spelling word was play, then we put Sam played blocks. Then we have present tense, and that means today, plural, 2 or more people. The action happens today and every day, present tense. The children are playing. Or present tense singular, today, singular, 1 person. Present tense, the girl plays or the girl is playing. So we've got Sam played blocks, the children are playing, or the girl plays, or the girl is playing. So 13, wide, 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 W-I-D-E, wide, W-I-D-E, wide. I'm going to stretch it out, I'd, wide, w-I-d, wide. Don't forget that silent E at the end, wide. Now what rhymes with wide? Ride, wide, ride, R-I-D-E, R-I-D-E, ride, 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 R-I-D, ride. So now I'm going to put ride in sentences. Present tense, the dog rides the bike. The dog rides the bike. The dog is riding the bike. So you can say the dog rides the bike, or you can also say the dog is riding the bike. Past tense would be the dog rode the bike. So that's irregular. The dog rode the bike. So just make sure you wrote the words wide and ride, and then you can just say the sentences. The dog rides the bike. The dog is riding the bike. The dog rode the bike. All right, number 15, reading blank walking. Texting blank driving. What do you think fits there? While. So the man is reading while walking, but you should never be texting while driving. While. W-H-I-L-E. W-H-I-L-E. While. 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 I-ul. While. Now what rhymes with while? Number 16. Smile. While. Smile. While, smile. They rhyme. S-M-I-L-E, smile. S-M-I-L-E, smile. Now we're going to put smile in present and past tense sentences. Ready? He smiles. So after you write the word smile, make sure you just say the sentences with me. He smiles. He is smiling, or past tense, he smiled. So make sure you wrote smile, S-M-I-L-E, smile. And now we're going to say the smile in sentences. He smiles, he is smiling, he smiled. Number 17, shine, S-H-I-N-E, shine. S-H-I-N-E, shine. I'm going to stretch it out. Shine, shine, sh-I-n, shine. Don't forget that silent E, shine. So now we're going to put shine. After you spell it, you can say these sentences with me. Present tense, the sun shines. So write the word shine, then you can say the sentence, the sun shines, or the sun is shining. Past tense, the sun shone. So that's irregular. So you can say the sun shines, the sun is shining, the sun shone. All right, number 18. What rhymes with shine? Fine. So it looks like the police officer gave you a ticket or a fine that you have to pay. Fine. F-I-N-E. Fine. F-I-N-E. Fine. So I'm going to stretch it out. Fine. Fine. I-N. Fine. So when someone gets a parking ticket, it is a fine that you must pay. Fine. So we have shine and fine. Number 19, what is the person doing? Knit. And look at that. KN says N. K-N-I-T. K-N-I-T. Knit. Remember the K is silent in KN. Knit. So now I'm going to stretch it out. Knit. Knit. N-it. Knit. Now we're going to put knit into several sentences. So make sure you write the word knit, and now you can say knit in different types of sentences. Present tense, she knits a sweater. She knits a sweater. Or you could say, she is knitting a sweater. She is knitting a sweater. Or you could say past tense, she already did it. She knit a sweater. She knit a sweater. So make sure you wrote the word knit. Then you can say the sentences after me. She knits a sweater. She is knitting a sweater. She knit a sweater. Now, what rhymes with knit? Oh, it doesn't rhyme. I'm sorry, boys and girls, but it has the same beginning sound. So this word has the same beginning sound as knit. So the KN. So it's knife. And it also has a silent E. K-N-I-F-E. Silent E makes the I say its name. Knife. So we've got knit and knife. They both begin with the same digraph sound. KN says N. K-N-I-F-E. Knife. She used a knife to cut the bread. Knife. Now I'm going to, oops, I'm going to stretch it out. Knife. Knife. N-I, knife. So we have knit and knife. They both have the same beginning sounds with the digraph KN, and the K is silent. All right, 21. It is a type of bird, wren. WR says wren. W-R-E-N. Wren. Make sure you say it. Wren. Make sure you spell it. W-R-E-N. Make sure you write it. W-R-E-N. Now I'm going to stretch it out. Wren. Wren. N. Wren. Now, what also begins with a W-R? Right. So wren and right have the same beginning sound. Wren, right. But right has the long vowel I. W-R-I-T-E. W-R-I-T-E. Right. So now we're going to put, after you write the word right, W-R-I-T-E, you are going to say this word in several sentences. Present tense, she writes in her notebook. She writes in her notebook. Or you could say, she is writing in her notebook. Those are both present tense. That means she's doing it right now. She writes in her notebook. She is writing in her notebook. Now, past tense, it shouldn't say writing. She wrote in her notebook. So I wrote that wrong. So don't say she is writing in her notebook because that's present tense. You would say she wrote in her notebook. So please ignore the last one. She writes in her notebook. She is writing in her notebook. She wrote in her notebook. That's irregular. Wrote. Number 23. It's another name for tree branch. Limb. L-I-M-B. The M-B says limb. L-I-M-B. Looks like that dog is hanging from the limb of the tree or hanging from the tree branch. Limb. L-I-M-B. Limb. Now I'm going to stretch it out. Limb. Say it fast. Limb. Limb. Now the next word is also going to have the MB. Another name for baby sheep. Lamb. So we have limb and lamb. They have the same ending sounds. Limb and lamb. L-A-M-B. Lamb. L-A-M-B. Lamb. Now I'm going to stretch it out. Lamb. 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 The B is silent in lamb, and the B is silent in limb. Limb and lamb. All right. Now it's time to check your work. Number 13, wide. Wide. What rhymes with wide? Number 14, ride. Ride. Wide and ride. Number 15, while. No texting while driving. W-H-I-L-E, while. What rhymes with while? Number 16, smile. S-M-I-L-E, smile. Number 17, shine. S-H-I-N-E, shine. What rhymes with shine? Fine. F-I-N-E, fine. All right. Number 19, knit. K-N-I-T, knit. What's another word with the same beginning sound? 20, knife. K-N-I-F-E, knife. Now we have 21, wren. W-R-E-N, wren is a bird. And what also has the same beginning sound? 22, right. W-R-I-T-E, right. So we have wren and right. Now 23, limb. Another word for tree branch is limb. L-I-M-B, limb. And what also has the same ending sound? Lamb. L-A-M-B, lamb. So this is a good time to push pause. Make sure you've spelled all of these words correctly from 13 to 24. Push pause. Make sure all of your words are spelled correctly for 13, 14, 15, all the way to 24. And when you're done checking your work, push play. At the top of your paper, you're going to write your reflection. How did you do? Reaching our learning target. So a learning target is I can correctly read and spell first grade words with long vowel I, consonant, vowel, consonant, silent E, and the words with the KN, WR, and MB digraphs. How do you think you did? Would you give yourself a 4? I could teach this lesson. I was able to read, write, and spell all the words easily and correctly. Or would you give yourself a 3? I was able to read, write, and spell most of the words correctly. Or would you give yourself a 2? I was able to read, write, and spell some of the words correctly. Or would you give yourself a 1? I was not able to read, write, and spell any of the words correctly. So write your reflection, 4, 3, 2, or 1. And then it's the end of the lesson. It's time to challenge yourself. You've written all your spelling words, 13 to 24. Now get your crayons or just your pencil the rainbow right or write your words 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, boys and girls, for practicing your spelling words with me today. Have a great day.